So in our last video, we left off looking at this beauty, which is the Japanese flowering kale or ornamental kale that I got the seeds from Baker Creek. And moving on, starting part 2 with this bounty here, which is growing a early girl tomato. I just got these seeds. It's my first time growing this. I forget where I got the seeds. I'll put below where I got the seeds at. But I started this plant on December 11th of 2021. Today is February 13th of 2022. And look, we have fruit already, guys. Which is a good thing because it has already maxed out my machine. So I'm trying this one out and another one that I mentioned in the last video, because these are early determinate varieties. And as you know from my past video, I think about 2 weeks ago, where I talked about things that I implemented that worked for me. And my number one was that I grew early determinate tomatoes and was able to put up a lot of homemade tomato products because I grew those types of plants. So these are 2 new kinds to me, and I'm trying them out indoors now before I put them outside in the summertime. So far, I gotta say, I'm liking the early girl. She's fruiting real soon, and that's exactly what we want to see. So both have turned out to be great additions so far. I just have to make sure that they taste good too, because it can't just be productive. It's got to taste good, right? Are we showing out for the people? I'm pretty girl. Hi, babies. Yes, mama. All right, in this unit here, I have some thyme, and I have some some Japanese red giant mustards down in there. They're being crowded out by the mint up front here. And then I also have, I believe this is the Savannah hybrid mustards back here. I believe that's what this is. I am looking forward to harvesting this tomorrow. It's gonna be my lunch. Nice. And here's my mint. Aerogarden mint, nonetheless. Moving over. In this unit, I am growing my turnip greens. I have let's see. Oh, that one's actually trying to bulb up. How funny. All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, another one bulbing up. 4, 5. All right, I have 5 turnip plants in here. I've just been harvesting the greens. And as you can see, it's time for me to make another nice harvest. I also in the back here have a purple kohlrabi. It's just now starting to head up, so for sure I want to get those turnips out pretty soon so all the nutrients can go towards the kohlrabi. I love turnip greens, but I like kohlrabi more. All right, over here we have the chocolate habanero. I don't know if you remember, but I don't know, a month or so ago, I cut this back down to nothing, and look at it now. Peppers are so resilient. I cannot stress it enough. And I cut it back. The reason for that was because it was starting to look a little, a little shabby. And so I figured cut everything off, let it all grow back in new, and I'll have my same old plant back. So I have one pepper right now. It's a beaut. And then I have all kinds of flowers about to come in. And so I think my decision to chop this plant back and try to start fresh was a good one. I think we're going to get some pretty good production out of this. And here is my 42-day tomato. It has now maxed out my unit. And oh yeah, it's still producing like crazy. However, it's looking a little raggedy. And so I'm either gonna cut it back once this last flush is done. And as you can see, I got a lot coming in that's ready to harvest. I got some up there and in here. Ooh, look at that one, that's a beaut. But I'm either gonna cut this back or I'm going to pull it out and start something else. But I've already said this half a dozen times. I even said it in the summertime. I absolutely love and appreciate the 42-day tomato. It is very prolific. This would be, I believe, the fourth such harvest that I've gotten off this plant. And as you can see, the fruits sizes aren't really slowing down too much more now. And this is a nice size here. This is good. This is really nice. I cannot wait to grow this outside again. I grew it outside last year, but I grew it late thinking that it would produce in 42 days. And it produced in about 42 days, but not exactly. Consequently, I didn't get a whole lot off of it, but it was ready to do a lot. And so that's why I wanted to try it indoors. And I'm convinced that this will be great for me in the summertime. And that does it for today. That finalizes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you had any questions, certainly feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll do the best I can to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks, and have a great day, y'all. Happy growing. Bye-bye.